guys, Roman Super Saiyan here, back again, doing another episode of Battle Decks. This time running a spawner deck. So what that means is basically I have the two huts, the Barbarian hut, the Goblin hut, and then also the Tombstone, which all have the same concept. It's a building that you place, and they spawn a bunch of troops over a course of certain increments based on the type of hut it is. So for instance, the Barbarian spawns, let's see, its spawn speeds is 14 seconds, so every 14 seconds it spawns 2 Barbarians, and the deploy time is about 1 second. So for every 14 seconds, it spawns 2 Barbarians, and that takes 1 second to actually have them be placed in the match. Same thing goes for the Goblin Hut, but the spawn speed is now 4.9 seconds, and it spawns 1 Spear Goblin. So that's how that one works. And then the Tombstone's identical to the Goblin Hut, except the spawn time is now 2.9. And then we just have like other cards to kind of supplement that. So we have the Skeleton Army kind of helps... the Skeleton Army kind of helps relieve some of the push from like giants or princes or P.E.K.K.A.s, and also it's good to push with too if your troops are already just pushing really hard from your huts or your tombstones. And then we have the Barbarians to kind of help supplement. The Barbarians and the Barbarian huts are what I use generally for my defensive troops. Even though they do a lot of offensive damage, they have a substantial amount of health, especially since they spawn 2 in the hut, and it spawns 4 if you use the actual 5 elixir card. And so they kind of take the damage for me, while my other troops, the Spear Goblins, the Skeletons, and then obviously the Archers, and then the Witch, do the damage in the back. And then we have the Fireball to help clear waves, and also play offensively if we need to. In case we run into another spawner deck, we can take out their buildings with the Fireball potentially. Just things to help the situation move forward and be in our favor. But let's go ahead and go into a battle here. We're gonna get a crown chest if we win, or if we at least get one of the towers here. All right, we don't start off with the Barbarian hut. We're just gonna start off with the Goblin hut here. So here we go. So he has an Infernal Tower. That's not necessarily too bad for me. I'm not too scared. He uses a Fireball already? Okay. So now we're going to throw down our Tombstone. And then we now have our Barbarian hut. So we're doing pretty good at this point. Oh, well. He used a freaking rocket to take out those buildings. That is very, very unfortunate. Here we go. We're taking out their Infernal Tower. Looking mighty fine. We're going to throw down some Archers just to kind of help take out this Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is pretty good against the Barbarians, honestly, because of the fact that she has immense amount of AoE. But so far, he's actually had this go in his favor. We're definitely hurting just a little bit. I need to remember just to separate my buildings a bit, because if I don't, it's definitely troublesome. We want to make sure we avoid that. So we're going to Fireball that, let the building take a few hits from these Spear Goblins here. Now he has another Infernal Tower. We're going to go ahead and throw down probably our Skeletons here. So we're going to go ahead and just place it like right there. Alright, we're just waiting for our Barbarian huts here. The big shine of this particular deck is when you hit the double elixir mark at 60 seconds left. That's where it really starts to show. For sure. So we're just kind of waiting out. So there we go. This is where it starts to get pretty hot and heavy here. So we're going to go ahead and stop that Prince. We're going to go ahead and throw down a Goblin hut right here. I'll throw down another 2. Ooh, nope. We got to go ahead and address these minions real quick. Now we can throw down our Tombstone. We'll throw down some Archers here to kind of help ward off these Barbarians. Ooh, very nice, very nice. But we're gonna go ahead and keep pushing here. Ooh, the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie hurts, man. Like, it's no joke. Maybe throw down a Witch. Throw down some archers here. Definitely not going to go in anybody's favor just yet. We're still trying to push, but we just cannot get it. He's just whittling down my my buildings here, it seems. Yeah, he's probably gonna end up winning this one just because of the fact that he has that lightning spell, and he'll just take out my main building here, or my tower. Yeah, there it is. So that's the win right there for him. Unfortunately, we did try. I think we had a couple bad placements on the huts. We'll have to try it again. We'll see where we can go with this. That was definitely the first deck I've seen that can counter that fairly easy. Those spells actually really hurt. So like, so that basically means that if we have like a lightning strike, it's definitely going to be nasty. We need to separate our buildings as much as possible. Split our push potentially, not just push on one side. So that's something I can reference for the next match. Is if there's a lightning spell, then we got to make sure that we're pushing on both lanes. That way he just can't focus my entire aggression on one side and just eliminate it with one lightning spell, which he did multiple times that time. So we're gonna go ahead and throw down the goblin hut here. And then probably the tombstone. Alright, he has those runners. Let's just take him out. We don't want him to do too much damage here. They're a little bit nasty. That bomber is just pissed me off. Freaking bomber, dude. Get off. Get off, bro. Get off. Alright, there we go. Took him out. We're gonna go ahead and throw down these. Oh, there's another bomber, dude. These bombers are gonna be the death of me here. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim, actually. Okay, we managed. We managed. Alright, we survived the onslaught of his bombers. Now we gotta, like, work around those bombers. So, probably gonna throw down another barbarian hut. That's, like, our main concept here is the barbarian hut. We'll throw down the tombstone first, though. And then now the barbarian hut right here. He has a musketeer. Alright, if we can, we want to see if we can take out these bombers here. Oh, yes! Please! Thank you! Thank you. Okay, now this is where it starts to pick up. As we said before, this is where it really starts to shine because of the fact that we have so much elixir coming at us at the same time. He'll have a hard time just fighting this off at this point. He has to do everything in his power to keep this going here. We're gonna go ahead and fireball this this group right here, though. Gonna go ahead and fight up the left side here. He might hold off, though. He might hold off. It seems like he's doing really good at holding off the onslaught, but we might pick it up in the last few seconds. Maybe not. No. So that's definitely hard to push these guys. But let's go ahead and see if we can get a final push here now that we have the overtime. We're just spawning everything we can here at this point. He definitely is going to be nasty with that. Here we go. There's the win. So you can see here, like when you start getting the double elixir, it starts to be really, really aggressive because you have so many troops spawning at the same time. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go into the next match. Oh, we can open our crown chest too. Let's go ahead and do that. We got 148 golds. We got 2 gems. 1 minion horde card, and then we got a couple goblins here, as well as 12 spear goblins, and then an infernal tower. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go into this again. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just keep going. We don't need to get a chest. Okay, we did start off with a barbarian hat. That's always great. I love that. All right, so we're gonna need to combat this first. He's pushing hard. Definitely pushing hard. We're gonna go ahead and throw this down here. Alright. He pushed pretty hard on that side. Alright, just gonna place that right there. We're just waiting for these elixirs to build up because we definitely want to do what we can here to keep these troops, the flow of troops going. We're gonna place the archers on this side along with some the witch. Start getting the skeletons going as well. Very nice arrows. We got another barbarian hut coming up. Come on, 60 seconds. That's all we need. Ugh, it sucks. I hate those. I got a feeling he's gonna push hard on the left side though. There's 60 seconds. Okay. We want to watch what he does here because we don't want to be in a position where it's really going to hurt. Alright, looking good. He's trying to take out that tower. There we go. He will manage to take out that tower, I believe. Yeah. But we should be able to 3-crown him, I believe. Sudden death. We're just spawning everything we can here. And I think this is going to be game here in a second. There it is. So there's a 3-crown. Not too shabby. Let's do a good game. So you can see the power of the spawner deck. It's definitely pretty brutal after the 60-minute mark. The beginning of the match, it's a little bit weak, especially if they have a heavy push. But if you plan it appropriately, then you can kind of counter. It's just you're going to take a little bit of damage if you don't have the right cards at the right time, or if you just make a small few mistakes here and there, which I may or may not do sometimes. It can be a little bit difficult to ward off an attack, but once you hit the 60-minute mark, you're spawning things like crazy. It's phenomenally fun. Like I play it so much now, like this is probably like my main deck. It's really fun and it's really strong. That's the main key to having a successful and entertaining match is, you know, you have to be passionate about what you're playing. If you have a deck that's just like, meh, it's not really fun, I don't really like the combos, or, you know, it's okay, it doesn't perform, you know, great, you know, 95% of the time, then you're gonna have a lot of trouble ranking through the trophies. So now we're sitting at 1300, I believe. Oh, 6 away. So we're at 1294. We're getting close to Arena 5. I think we should be there probably within the week. This weekend most likely. If not, then probably early next week. And then work our way towards the Royal Arena, and then finally the Legendary Arena. So looking pretty good. We'll unlock the Wizards, and then I don't know what that is. I think that's Rage, maybe? I don't know. And then some kind of hidden cards I don't know exists. Golem, maybe? I don't know when you get the Golem. But yeah, so that's definitely going to be pretty cool. Getting to Arena 5, a change of scenery, and also a couple new cards to mess around with and make some cool decks with. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this particular deck, the Spawner deck. Now, there can be a few minor adjustments to this. This is how I play it. Doesn't mean that you have to have all these exact same cards. It's just a general idea of it is you want all three spawners. So the Tombstone, the Goblin Hut, and as well as the Barbarian Hut. Those are primary for this particular deck, and it definitely makes the deck shine endgame. And without them, you're going to be struggling a little bit unless you have some alternative plan and how you're going to combo. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this match or this video, and I will see you guys next time. Later!